Here are examples of things they do not teach you during law school. Thing I did not understand until literally my last class in law school was by the time you have a trial, everything is already predetermined. There's no smoking gun, there's no exciting like mic drop. Everything before trial, we have already decided what's going to be discussed in front of the jury. Even if you're right, that doesn't mean you're going to win at trial. Sometimes the judges kind of go wild and do whatever they want, and this is why we have appeals. So I've had cases where I'm like, there's no way we're gonna lose that, and we do, and we have to appeal it. Some law firms are super toxic, and I know we don't use that word, but that's the only thing I can use to describe it for a law partner of like a middle-aged white man who wants to FaceTime you to yell at you to tell you that you're stupid to see you cry. That's what you might be dealing with. Your life is going to revolve around having billables. So even though you have this crazy pain in the ass client, if you're working at a firm where you need a bill or you have like a monthly billable requirement, you're going to love that client because crazy is billable. The faster you figure out how billable hours work and how you can bill, the easier your life will be. One of the things that law school does not explain unless you have an adjunct professor that's also a practicing lawyer is the billable tenths of an hour chart. So this chart shows us what it costs as far as time-wise for however much time you spend on a case. If I send you an email, call you to follow up on the email, call you to follow up on the email in a week because you didn't answer me, you could see how that would quickly add up. Law school really overhypes competitiveness, which actually is not what the actual practice of law is like, and you don't want to be like that. The lawyers that act like people in law school, nobody likes them outside of law school. Unless you're lucky enough to be volunteering in a clinic for your law school, you really will learn nothing about the practical practice of law in school. They don't even teach you how to fix a speeding ticket. Since we don't really learn practical things in law school, we don't learn a lot about each area or how to do things like, I don't know, even write a lawsuit. This is why it's funny when you graduate and everybody comes over and asks you to help them write their will. It's like, I have no freaking idea where to even begin for that. The final thing that actually most people are pretty secretive about is that you will never 100% know what you're doing all the time. The law changes so much, cases can be so different, you're never going to be 100% comfortable with what you're doing, and everyone feels that way, even the most prestigious lawyer you can think of. One more thing, if I would have fully understood the debt that I was taking on, I would have probably skipped law school altogether and become a paralegal. Let me know what else you want to know about law school.